Bitcoin has an immune system, and 98 or 99% of Bitcoin departs from a hostile political jurisdiction when you start trying to seize the asset.
Right.
And that's what makes it the apex property. And in the same way, that's what makes it anti-violence. And that's what makes it a cleansing technology for the human race, because Bitcoin promotes civility. So the fiat system provides the geopolitical security via military, via war, and via politics. And this is where I'll make this interesting point. Bitcoin's the first multinational money. All the fiat currencies are national monies. Gold was a physical money. We replaced gold with fiat and with the banking system because we needed to move the money faster at a higher velocity, and we needed to build new applications on it. So the price we paid was a central bank plus fractional banks. But even so, every single money is a national money. And if you want it to work in the world over time, that you've got military, you've got the State Department and politics, and you've got war. And that's the real expense of the fiat system. The fact that every 20, 30, 40 years, you have to fight a war, be it World War I or World War II, or fill in the blank, in order to defend your property. How does Bitcoin avoid that? Well, Bitcoin is a multinational network, and because it's challenging to locate the network. Like, you might be able to locate some of the miners, but some miners you can't locate, they're off the grid. And half of the nodes are off the grid coming through the Tor network. You don't even know where they are. So the network is running orthogonal to geography or national or political jurisdiction. It's in cyberspace. And that means that geopolitical disputes are settled in Bitcoin, but they're settled without war. So when one nation wants to tax a certain property, they can tax it. Maybe they can put a tax on a Bitcoin miner, but they will either put a tax that's so high that the miners shut down, and then all the mining relocates, or just the network just reconfigures, or they will tax the Bitcoin miners at a level where the miners continue, and the network just adjusts. So you've got a peaceable resolution via the political process, and there really is no incentive that if I actually raised an army of 1 million people and I had atomic bombs, I can't use that to get your Bitcoin, right? And no one else can use it to get mine. So again, the violence, the transnational violence, is not really encouraged, right, with Bitcoin. And what we've done is we have taken a fiat system that was constructed to provide, to make gold money faster, smarter, stronger. The proof of work model is, I do a bunch of work with energy. I generate a bunch of hashes. I try to solve the problem. I solve the problem, and then I claim the reward. I get paid for my work. The work that the Bitcoin miner is doing is somewhat uncertain. There's no guarantee that you'll actually win the block. But somebody is guaranteed to win, right? What you've got is a bunch of people vying for the energy in the system. Every day, 900 Bitcoin get mined, a bunch of transaction fees get paid. All the Bitcoin miners are competing via honest work to win their share of that energy. And so the other part to the Bitcoin system is the difficulty adjustment. So as more miners enter and as the hash rate increases, the difficulty goes up. So you could think about difficulty as a protocol for competition, and the proof of work algorithm is the protocol for work. So another way to say this is the Bitcoin network rests on competitive work. Now, that's unique to a financial system, right? We never did it before with the fiat system. You could argue we kind of did something similar with gold. I mean, gold is you do a lot of work. The work is mining the gold, and there's no guarantee that you'll find the gold. But if you do find the gold, then you get to sell the gold and you get paid for it. So there's some benefit. And then as more people get into gold mining, right, it gets more competitive one way or the other. So gold is a little bit like this, but I think that the more interesting idea here is that work and difficulty in Bitcoin feel a lot like the work and the difficulty in capitalism. So Bitcoin is a microcosm of capitalism.
Yes.
If you look at every single industry, what is the industry? Well, I work in this industry. I work really hard to win customers, and I get paid. There's no guarantee I'll get them. If I launch a restaurant, my restaurant may fail, but it may succeed. If more people set up a restaurant, then it gets harder for me. Maybe the market will grow, maybe it won't. I don't know. There's uncertainty, there's competition. What's pretty clear is if I'm incompetent and if I don't get up and go to work every day, I can't guarantee you'll mine the next block, but I can guarantee you if you turn off the Bitcoin mine, you won't mine the next block. Mm-hmm. Right. I can't guarantee you that your movie will be a hit, but I can guarantee you that if you don't make the movie or don't finish the movie, it won't be a hit.
Right.
So in capitalism, you've got thousands and thousands of industries and markets. You've got groups of competitors. Everybody is working. Some people come up with better technique. Mm-hmm. There's S19 miners. They're better than S9 miners. Invent a new Bitcoin miner, right? You can invent a new technique. You can run it harder. You can find a cheaper raw material. The same thing in Bitcoin mining goes on with every other industry. So capitalism is proof of work with a difficulty adjustment, right? Yeah. The difficulty adjustment is taking place. Try launching your own mobile phone company in the year 2021 against Apple Computer. The difficulty has gotten pretty high. Bitcoin is modeled on capitalism. You could say that Satoshi was creating a competitive, honest work system to allocate the responsibility for the network and the rewards of the network.